Hello and welcome. My name is Miss Heard with Miss Heard Song Lyrics Podcast. We're doing Season 4, Episode 193 today with our first ever Johnny Rivers Miss Heard Song Lyric. The Miss Heard Song Lyric is Secret Asian Man. And then the correct lyrics is Secret Agent Man. I mean, there's probably got to be a good handful of secret Asian agent men out there, right? You know, just incognito. So wanted to touch this. It's a well-known misheard song lyric from Johnny Rivers. In fact, every time I go to a karaoke bar, and once in a while someone will sing it. It's usually someone of an older age, and they always jokingly do the Asian man to get the crowd going. So let's begin. Who wrote Secret Agent Man? It was written by a P.F. Sloan and a Steve Barry. And of course, the most famous recording of the song was made by Johnny Rivers, and that's the version we're talking about today. It actually was an opening title, I guess, theme song to an American broadcast of the British spy series Danger Man, which aired in the U.S. as Secret Agent from 1964 to 1966. I did not realize it was a theme to a TV show, so that makes perfect sense. How did Rivers' version do? Well, it peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and actually number 4 on the Canadian RPM chart, one of the biggest hits of his career. There has been a lot of adaptations, covers of this, but most will agree that this song actually is a rock standard and one of Johnny Rivers' signature songs. So who's Johnny Rivers? Let's talk about him, right? Is that really his name? Part of it. His real name is John Henry Ramostella, and he was born on November 7th, 1942. So he is alive and kicking out there at 81, or about to be 81 in November. He is an American musician, and he usually would sing pop, folk, blues, and old-time rock and roll. He charted during the 1960s and 70s, but is also known for his string of hits between 1964 and 1968. Among them, he did a Chuck Berry cover called Memphis, a Harold Dorman cover called Mountain of Love, a Willie Mabon cover, The Seventh Son, and of course, the song we're talking about today, Secret Agent Man, also Poor Side of Town, a U.S. number 1, Baby, I Need Your Lovin'. Oh, baby, I need your lovin'. Got to have all your lovin'. It was a 1967 cover, the 4 top single for 1964, and Summer Rain. And what happened was, on a trip to New York City back in 1958, Ramostella met an Alan Freed, who advised him, you should change your name to Johnny Rivers, referencing the Mississippi River that flows through Baton Rouge. That's how it became Johnny Rivers. And then this DJ, particularly by the name of Alan Freed, helped Rivers gain several recording contracts on the Gone label. And from March 1958 to March 1959, Johnny Rivers released 3 records, including Baby Come Back, a non-Christmas version of Elvis Presley's Santa Bring My Baby Back to Me, none of which sold well, darn it. Okay, let's talk about Albert James Alan Freed first, because he seems to be someone that is a prominence of not only Johnny Rivers' career, but others, and how he helped people. And then, unfortunately, the kind of sad ending for him. So he was born December 15th, 1921, and then passed away on January 20th, 1965. He was an American disc jockey. He also produced and promoted large traveling concerts with various acts, helping to spread the importance of rock and roll music throughout North America. In 1986, Alan Freed actually was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. His role was in breaking down racial barriers in the U.S. pop culture in the 1950s by leading white and black kids to listen to the same music, put the radio personality at the vanguard, and made him a really important figure, according to the executive director. He was also honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame back in 1991, so all past his passing away 40 years later. The organization's website posted this note, quote unquote, he became internationally known for promoting African-American rhythm and blues music on the radio in the U.S. and Europe under the name of rock and roll. And then in the early 1960s, his career was destroyed by this payola scandal that hit the broadcasting industry, as well as by all allegations of taking credit for songs he did not write, oh dear, and by his chronic alcoholism. So I'm like, what do they mean by payola? Because I've always heard it as kind of a slang term. Well, in the music industry, payola is the illegal practice of paying a commercial radio station to play a song without the station disclosing the payment. According to the internet, it says under U.S. law, a radio station must disclose songs they were paid to play on the air as a sponsored airtime. Oh, The number of times the songs are played can influence the perceived popularity of a song, and payola may be used to influence these meters. The FCC, aka the Federal Communications Commission, treats payola as a violation of the sponsorship identification rules, which requires any broadcast of paid material to include a disclosure. The term payola is a combination of pay and ola, which is a suffix of product names common in the early 20th century, such as pianola, Victrola, Crayola, Rockola, Shinola, or brands such as the radio equipment manufactured Motorola. Okay, all right. So now we know what payola was. So he was, I guess, known to get paid for playing songs and not disclosing ahead of time that it was a sponsored payment. So, of course, maybe some songs got more airplay than others, which got him popular. So either way, I say he did a lot more good than harm, especially getting rock and roll to the sounds of all the many teens, black and white. So there you go. So let's go back to the song. So per the composer P.F. Sloan, the American television network that licensed Danger Man, CBS solicited him and others to contribute a 15-second piece of music for the opening of the U.S. version, now called Secret Agent, to replace a small section of the British theme. An instrumental by Edwin Astley entitled High Wire, which started each episode. So CBS executives were worried the show might not be successful without a hummable theme song. That makes sense. So Sloan wrote the guitar lick, that lick you hear, and the first few lines of the song, with Barry, Sloan's songwriting partner, contributing to the chorus. This fragment was recorded as a demo by Sloan and Barry and submitted to CBS, and to Sloan's surprise, picked as a show theme, which led to Sloan and Barry writing a full-length version of the song. The original demo of the song used the Danger Man title as shown by the surviving demo of the song, which Sloan sang. When the show's title was changed, the lyrics were also changed. The full version of High Wire, which plays over the episode credits following the Secret Agent titles, were retained. In 1965, surf rock band The Challengers recorded a version for their album, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., that features vocal harmonies, horns, and a vibraphone. This would be the first commercial release of the song, though it was never released as a single and consequently didn't garner much attention. So just timing, right? You had to be at the right place at the right time. So then Sloan and Barry's publisher-producer, world-famous Lou Adler, also produced and managed Johnny Rivers. So Rivers was chosen to add the vocals for the TV show. Rivers claimed he came up with the opening guitar riff that was inspired by the James Bond theme, although the lick is clearly heard on Sloan's demo version. Okay, Johnny Rivers, don't be saying things that you didn't do, okay? Then Chuck Day, the father of Cass Elliott's daughter, also claims to have come up with the opening of Secret Agent Man. All right, interesting. Rivers' original recording was merely the show theme with one verse and one chorus. Later, after the song gained its popularity, Rivers recorded it live with 2 more verses and the chorus repeated twice more. The live version was recorded in 1966 at the famous Whiskey A Go-Go, but not released until after a few studio production touch-ups were done by Adler shortly after. And what the song, of course, is about is it shows that secret agents, both musically making use of a memorable guitar riff and through the lyrics, which describe the dangerous life of a secret agent. The lyric, "They've given you a number and taken away your name," referred to the numerical code names given to the secret agents, as in 007 for James Bond, although it also acts as the unintentional setup to the continuation of Danger Man, the cult classic, The Prisoner. So many people have covered this, not as popular as the Johnny Rivers version, which is the one I always hear on karaoke, but I love it. It's funny, especially being Asian. I guess I can say it because I don't know if others sing it and they're not Asian. Maybe people take it wrong. It's too crazy. Too PC we are sometimes. But it's done well for Mr. Johnny Rivers. He's still alive. I bet he's still cashing the checks on this. So there you go. If you have any great suggestions like Secret Asian Man, Misheard Song Lyric, or others, just send me an email at misheard, that's MISSHEARD songs@gmail.com, or you can send us the usual at our Instagram, also the same name, our Facebook and Twitter. And who knows, we might say, hey, we'll put your misheard song lyric on the air. Maybe we can do an interview, or if you just want me to give you a shout out, I will. Till then, keep singing those songs wrong. Bye.